Oh, anyway, sorry, we should get started. All right. So welcome, welcome to everybody's got a thing about being on camera. Welcome to Talk with Butch Tuesday. Today is I'm visiting with my one of my great friends, Jean Pomeroy. Hi, Jean.
Hi, Butch. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to
Good.
Talk with Butch Tuesday.
Thank you. I appreciate being invited.
Jean and I were just talking before we started recording about all kinds of stuff, and as always, no one likes themselves on camera, so we won't watch it. We'll just do the audio and not show anybody.
I
Jean,
appreciate.
tell people what you do, please.
Well, I'm kind of two different people in the world. So the one person I am is I'm an associate broker with Realty One Group, and I've helped people with residential real estate for 23 years now. And I wouldn't be that person if it wasn't for the other person that I am. I'm the owner and founder of two companies, Workforce and Life Force Meditations, where we help people both at work or from home to be able to quiet their minds a bit, to have some reduction in stress and anxiety, and live a more peaceful, fulfilling life through meditation.
That's awesome. So I've known you for a while. I mean, it's because of you that I got my real estate license back in 2002. And you've loved real estate. You've been doing it for a long time now,
Yeah, 23 years.
23 years. But the Workforce Life Force Meditations was more of a passion project for you that started, and it's been going now for what, 4 or 5 years, right?
5 years now, yeah. Really, somebody asked me what I did. What I do is sell real estate. Who I am is more the Workforce Life Force Meditation side.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you're in real estate, you never get out of it, but following your passion is something that certainly makes life more fulfilling. Your meditation videos are really great. If you haven't been to workforcemeditations.com and seen some of the Jeans, what she's doing, you should go check out the website. So you and I have worked together a little bit on the coaching side, and at the core of my coaching business is, I always ask people, why do you do what you do, right? Operating from a why gives you more power, makes you more successful. So Jean, why do you do what you do?
My
Why are you a
why,
realtor and a meditation person?
in both cases, the why that I get out of both of them is that I am out to mother, protect, and care for the world. And it fits into both of those as well as just who I am. In fact, I don't know that I've even ever told you this, but in high school, I was voted most likely to mother everyone. And it's funny that it comes around to that's what my why is and who I am now in my 50s even. So
And you mother everyone.
I do. I try
And you're
not to
good
smother.
and mother to your family. You love being a mother so much that 20 years after you were done, you started again.
Not quite 20
Not quite 20.
years. I have 12 years between my kids, and
Okay.
I'm very lucky because two kids was not what I wanted. I wanted more. And now that I'm remarried, I have three stepkids. So I have five children.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What You've been doing both your businesses for a while. So where have you seen your mothering create a success for your clients or for people that you're working with?
On the workforce, life force meditation side, it's instant. I give a presentation and I always have a line of people to talk to me afterwards, and I get to hear what difference it made for them in their lives. I've heard everything from I've had PTSD my whole life, and what you just said made me look at my life differently. People that have never thought about how their mind works, why we have stress in our lives, why our human lives include stress, and why this mindfulness and meditation thing can be so impactful at reducing the incessant thinking in our minds and creating peace and ease. So I get it very easily afterwards to hear that from people. With real estate, sometimes I don't see afterwards, we go through a transaction and sometimes it can be a little stressful depending on the market or what's going on in the person's lives. And I'm very fortunate that so many of my real estate clients have become my friends. But the one thing that I have noticed over the years is that when it has been a little bit of a challenging market for buyers, that's when I'm really able to help because I'm very good at negotiating. Not everybody has that skill. It's not exactly taught in real estate school. I don't know if I've told you this before, Butch, but the reason that I feel that I'm good at negotiating is that when I was a little kid, I got woken up every Saturday morning my father saying, Jeannie, wake up. And I watched a master negotiator garage sale every weekend, and it helped me. And I've had at least 5, if not more, clients in the past 5 to 10 years where they just wanted to start looking at houses, not really ready, maybe in the next 4 months to 6 months where they're going to buy. And the very first day we found something that really shouldn't have been there, was going to go fast, had just hit back on the market after being under contract. And in every case, my clients took what was, really believing in me, saying, you should really jump on this because this is ideal for you. And I know the timing is not exactly what you thought, but you're going to regret it if you don't. And in each case, there was already another contract on the house, but I convinced the seller's agent to let us get one in. And in each case, they got the house. And that includes my own adult son. And if they hadn't had the guts to move forward, that wouldn't have happened for them. If they hadn't trusted me as their trusted advisor, they wouldn't have done it. But I know that because I was their agent, it got done. And that's the mothering and taking care of and protecting my clients that I get the fulfillment of.
Yeah, I've known you for a long time, and you definitely are one of the best negotiators I've ever seen in real estate. And the way you approach problems from a problem-solving perspective, it's why people respond so much on both sides. And when you're negotiating for something, it's always with the mentality of, we're going to make this work for everybody. And you're really great at having people see opportunity and creating that for your clients. So definitely really good at that. I've learned a lot from you on that.
Thank
So
you.
you've been an entrepreneur for much of your adult life, and you've learned a lot of things, and probably a lot from trial and error. If you could go back in time and give your young self some advice, when would you go to, and what would you tell yourself? Another way I like to ask this question is, what is something you've learned from being an entrepreneur that you would give a young person starting out advice that would make a difference for them?
Well, this may sound a little bit backwards if I'm giving advice to people that may be starting out as entrepreneurs, but really this is what's important. If I could go back, I would go back to about my second year in real estate. My little boy was 4 then. And I would have told if you are an entrepreneur, you better be working your butt off. If you're not working your butt off, go get a job. This is not for you. That's why so many small businesses don't make it, because it's not for everybody and you have to be self-motivated. And boy, was I. I was self-motivated. I was successful very quickly and I just rode the wave. But I missed out on a lot by I made work my number one priority. And I'm here to say that if I could go to that younger self, I would tell Jean to make work your second priority, that family comes first. And I put my clients over my family over and over again. There's a lot of my older son's childhood that I feel like I missed. I needed to tell my clients when I had a day off. I'd have clients say, can you go Tuesday? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm free all day because I was going to take the day off. This is perfect. I never say, no, I'm not free on Tuesday because it's my day off.
Right.
And I didn't spend enough time sitting down on the floor with my son and playing with him. And had I done that, I would have been a better realtor. I would have been a better entrepreneur. And, it seems to me that, when we're in what Wayne Dyer calls the morning of your life, when you're in your 20s and you're gathering and you're creating and you're making, plans for your business or whatever it is you're doing, 20s and 30s, the gathering and the work and the cars and the houses, that all seems very important. But when you get to the afternoon of your life in your 40s and 50s, your perspective changes. And I really wish that 20-year-old would have spent a little bit more time putting family first, and therefore making real estate even that much more fun and at ease for me because I had control of it from day one.
Yeah, managing time and balancing priorities is so important. And I get really annoyed when I hear business coaches and people talk about you have to have a balanced life. I disagree. You have to balance your life in the way that works for you. If family is your first priority, the family should take a majority of your time in business second. Balance is different for each and every person, and you've got to decide what's going to work for you at different phases of your life. That balance is going to change. So So I always like to ask something personal about people, and I know you very well. So tell people right now. So it's December. We're in the middle of December when we're recording this. It's probably going to be on a couple weeks after that. What does the front of your house look like right now?
Well, you
You know,
asked me because you know full well.
if you're a sports fan, if you're watching TV and you see the Geico commercials about the guy that keeps putting more and more in his house, so you can see it from outer space, that's based on a true story. Ladies and gentlemen, Jean Pomeroy.
Well, I like the holidays and I like to put out a lot of stuff in the front. And in fact, we bought our house just shy of 3 years ago. And one of the reasons that I chose this house was that it was a corner lot. So I had more room for blow ups and lights and things. And so we start a few weeks before Thanksgiving, and it takes us about 3 to 4 weeks to put everything out. And I figured we're around 8,000 lights, and we have 13 blow-ups. One of them's 15 feet tall, so it's immense. And when I got remarried, my husband, my new husband, thought this was a bit much. But I noticed that this year he's not only into it, he suggested that we had a spot that needed a new blow-up that we bought for. So I've got full buy-in now, and we do enjoy it. We've even had families come by and say, we wait for your house every year, and we take the kids, and we know which ones are the new ones. And so that's who I am. I enjoy the holidays, and it makes me happy to mother the neighborhood. How's that?
You need to get you some press, some real press. On your house. Put Jean's house on your tour. All right. Anything else you want to say today?
Yes, I would like to contribute to you, if you don't mind, Butch. You know, I was part of your mastermind group, and I've certainly had coaching with you, and really just discovering my why did make a difference to me. It's innately who I am, and maybe I knew that, but in saying that this is why I do what I do personally, professionally, you coming up with the tools that you have to be able to identify that made a difference for me. It made me enjoy what I do a little bit more. It made me understand why I enjoy it. And, there's always ups and downs in every business. I always say there's nothing more stressful than having a meditation business to help people reduce stress. When you know what your why is and you live from that every day, it makes a difference. And I've watched you coach others as well as being coached by you, and you're really a special person, and I appreciate all that you've done.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That. So Jean Pomeroy, real estate agent, meditator. Her license plate on her car is actually meditator, which I love.
Right.
I keep looking at it. I think it says mediator, but meditator. Public speaker as well. Jean's got an amazing talent. I love to speak, and I get in front of a crowd and I'm nervous and blah, blah, blah. Jean gets in front of a crowd and she lights up. She's an incredible speaker. So if you have an opportunity for someone to come talk about meditation and mindfulness, give her a call for that. So she's multifaceted, and we've been friends. We've known each other now for over 20 years.
Yes.
So it's crazy. Well, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching Talk with Butch Tuesday, and we'll see you next week.